Diversity Book Review by Ramona Martin. The first book I chose is called The Colors of Us by Karen Katz. This sweet little book has a big meaning and is written for children ages 4 through 8. With such a deep meaning, however, I believe older students can appreciate and gain great, valuable insight. The story is about a little girl named Lena who walks through her city with her mom and discovers the shades of the people that she encounters. The very important lesson that can be learned from the story is that we are all a part of the same race, the human race, with all just different shades. A great hands-on activity for these students after reading the book would to be mixing up all different colored paints until you find the paint of color that matches your skin. Then you make your handprint and make this beautiful poster that you see here. I probably, instead of having the title of the book in the center, I would probably choose to have some inspirational quote for the classroom wall. Perhaps something like, "Friends become our chosen family." This is a great little book. The second little book I chose was Aurora's Gift by Emily Bunny. This book is based on a true story about a little girl with autism and intended for younger children, and is from Aurora's point of view. This book would be great for children with autism or with those who try to understand why children in their class might be a little different than them. This little book can help us all understand different ways to communicate with autistic children. After reading the book, I think maybe a great hands-on activity would be to practice ways to communicate with children who do not seem to understand. Role playing with a stuffed animal or friend might help children become more empathetic. The final story I chose was one of my favorite stories, and at first glance might not be considered a book about diversity. Westlandia by Paul Fleischman could be read to students from grades 1 through 5. Wesley, the main character, has no disability and is not from a minority, but Wesley is being bullied because he is different. He is very bright, yet unique young man who doesn't really care what other people think. His classmates do not like his uniqueness and taunt him by throwing food as he runs home on the last day of school. For his summer project, Wesley decides to develop his own civilization, beginning with a new crop of food. From this food, he develops everything he needs to survive, even a new language. The bullies become curious and come to visit. In the end, Wesley has new friends. And by the end of the summer, they all conform to Wesley's way of thinking. This is a picture as they go back to the school in fall. There are many activities involving social studies standards that could be used, but while thinking about diversity, I believe creating a brochure inviting others to your new civilization would be a great hands-on activity. Of course, one section would include how everyone is welcome, no matter how unique they are. I hope you enjoyed my 3 selections.